The Two Timers by Bob Shaw, 1968. The Two Timers by Bob Shaw, 1968. This video is looking at the 8th book in the Ace Science Fiction Specials Series 1. This is the first of 3 Bob Shaw books in the Ace Science Fiction Specials. If you're interested, I do have a playlist about the Ace Science Fiction Specials. In it, you'll find the story of my collecting of the specials and also a look at each of the books as I read them. You can also find a link in the description below this video. So let's get to The Two Timers. Bob Shaw is my favorite new writer, that is, new writer to me. I discovered him this year after watching 2 grumpy men discussing SF. Hey Stephen, you can find that video on Outlaw Bookseller. I'll have a link in the description. Bob Shaw's novels are full of ideas and strong, straightforward prose. Sometimes he reminds me of A.E. Van Vogt or even Alfred Bester. The Two Timers is his first major novel publication. And what a debut novel it is. On page 2, we get right into the conundrum of this novel. Our protagonist answers the phone. Hello, John Breton speaking. We're calling ourselves John now, are we? It used to be Jack. The male voice on the wire had a tense, controlled quality about it, as though the speaker was suppressing a strong emotion, fear perhaps, or triumph. Who is this? John tried unsuccessfully to identify the voice, uneasily aware that the phone line was a portal through which anybody, anywhere could project himself right into his house. When he opened the channel to alien ideas, he was placing himself at a disadvantage unless the caller announced his name, and the idea seemed completely unfair. Who is this speaking? So you really don't know? That's interesting. Something about the words gave Breton a vague thrill of alarm. Look, he said tersely, either state your business or hang up. Don't get angry, John. I'll be happy to do both those things. I called simply to make sure you and Kate were at home before I came over there. And now I'll hang up. Hold on for just one moment, Breton snapped, aware that he was letting the unknown caller get too far under his skin. You haven't said what you think you're going to get. My wife, of course, the voice replied pleasantly. You've been living with my wife for almost exactly 9 years, and I'm coming to take her back. The Two-Timer is the subject and a pun regarding this novel. You see, Jack and John Breton are the same person. They are both married to Kate. How can this be? Well, in one universe, Kate is dead. She was murdered walking at night through a park. Jack's life was destroyed, but he found a way to travel through time to save her. Or was it through time? Maybe it was sideways to another universe. So Jack and John may be the same person, but with different experiences. There was marital trouble between John and Kate. Will Jack take advantage and take Kate from John? Is there more to this murder of Kate from the first timeline? If you're familiar with time travel stories, you probably have some ideas of where this may go. But I find Bob Shaw always interesting. There's a bit of a cat and mouse game between John and Jack. The police are also involved because they're hunting for whoever murdered Kate. How will this parallel universe paradox resolve? Well, it's very interesting and a lot of fun. Harlan Ellison says of this book, if anyone needed incontrovertible proof that the fiction of wonder has come of age, Bob Shaw has provided it in one extraordinary novel of power, warmth, ideas, and imagination. The Two-Timer says something fresh and memorable about the monomania of love, about the way we wear our universe, about a few of the eternal verities that suddenly seem less secure. Aside from the sheer impetus of the story, which grasps and won't release till the unexpected conclusion, the writing is exquisite. It knocked me cold, painfully good. If you haven't read Bob Shaw, get a hold of one of his novels. I give this entertaining read a 7 out of 10.
No way. It's at least an 8 out of 10.
All right, 7.5 out of 10. Until next time,
Keep reading, man.